The first ad for the No campaign for this same-sex marriage postal plebiscite was released on Saturday afternoon by Liberal Senator Matt Canavan. I'm going to pull apart the spin. Let's go.
With Dean Smith's amendment bill, and then there was the issue of the exemption, I'm asking that you do not have all those exemptions.
This is an ongoing process. Just as Labor in office removed an exemption in relation to aged care in Australia, it's something that we will continue to examine when we get into government.
Firstly, if you vote no and same-sex marriage is off the agenda, you give Labor full control over the process when they get elected. That's like handing yourself the wooden spoon. In actual fact, voting yes on this plebiscite gives the coalition full control over what, if any, religious exemptions are put into the bill Parliament votes to legalise. If the bill put forward by Liberal member Dean Smith is anything to go by, those exemptions are pretty fair. If Labor intends to remove those exemptions, then you can campaign and vote against them in the next election. It's got nothing to do with this plebiscite. With that in mind, this video is using a very common tactic we're going to be seeing a lot over the next few weeks: the reframe. It's usually done with more subtlety than this. But basically, a reframe is reorientating the conversation so it's more favourable to you. Basically, this isn't about X, this is about Y. Or in this case, this isn't about marriage, this is about religious freedom. Politicians love it, and normal people use it all the time. It's basically like saying, for safety reasons, instead of, we don't trust you. It doesn't matter if the reframe is actually associated with the original issue, or if it's logically valid. But by reframing, PR practitioners and marketers can make you act on that second tangential issue rather than the topic at hand. Here, Canavan is trying to make you vote no based on the fear of losing religious freedom, rather than deciding whether same-sex couples can get married or not. The thing is, for this plebiscite, in order to reframe, you have to pull stuff out of thin air, because it literally is just about marriage. The specific effects associated with that will probably come in and out and move all about, depending on who is in government. Since we don't have a specific bill we're voting on, the particularities of the legislation change will occur by due process in Parliament. The government is asking us very simply whether the idea of same-sex couples getting married is okay. And to cap it all off, this video uses every foreboding government overreach symbol in the book. Dark, scary music, low saturation, old-timey television grain, deep dark red font colours, sickly green font colours. It's all there. So there we go. That ad luckily was pretty tame, but unfortunately there will be more aggressive and smarter people than Matt Canavan campaigning for the no vote. I'll get to them later.